Why is the devil in hell? Why is the devil in hell? I have, at the moment, 22 questions that I'm going to ask, and certainly I'm now working on a book that we have all these questions answered, and certainly there are going to be many more questions. By the time I complete the book, there probably might be up to 50 questions. So you can order this book now. The book should be ready in about 2 or 3 weeks. So give it time, and you will receive this book. So it's a series of questions, and in fact, if you have any questions at all when you order the book, just go to Dogon University, and you will see information about the book, and just order and then send the question that you may have, or you may want to know, you have answers to, regarding why the devil is in hell. Ask any question about this, and we'll be able to give you answers. So here are the questions. The first 22 questions. 0. Who is the devil? 1. What characters portray a person as the devil? Yeah, what characters? Are you a devil? Am I a devil? There are certain characters that we all portray that present us as either people of good or the devil. So you need to know what those characters are, so you begin to walk the walk of being very clear of being a devil. Number 2, what is the devil's mission? Yeah, what really is the devil's mission? Because you may not even know that your best friend or your brother or sister or even your mother is the devil. See? So you have to understand what the devil's missions are. Then, question number 3, what is truth? In order for us to identify the devil, we must know what truth is. We must have a definition of truth, and you will find that definition in this book. You will know what exactly truth is and what it is that guides you or leads you towards truth. These are things that you are going to discover in this book. How does the devil, that's question number 4, how does the devil justify his or her behavior regarding the truth? See, how does this devil justify his or her behavior regarding truth? Because many times there is a lot of play. You all know what they talk about, thesis and antithesis. You have this nonsense about someone giving you a thesis here, and then another guy comes from Southfield or Eastfield or Westfield or Northfield, and then they give you antithesis, and there you are sitting where is the truth? Well, hey, it's on you. You got to be smart enough to know that in fact what you are getting here is thesis and antithesis. In other words, someone comes and gives you something false, and then they turn that same false around and then throw the same thing back into your face because they are highly philosophical. These guys are experts in philosophy. So they will twist, bend, and put your thinking in some kind of a hole that you just keep sinking. Alright, question number 5. Does anyone who commits a crime know that he or she is committing a crime? Exactly. Now this is where you begin to really identify the problem of this thesis and antithesis, because what happens here is that you cannot continue to make yourself naive. You cannot continue to put yourself in that position of being innocent, where I am innocent, where I'm just immature. Well, you continue to think like that, you end up in jail. Because you know what? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Ignorance of the law is, you know that very well. So you better know how you present yourself under all circumstances, because you will be held accountable. Alright, question number 6. How did the devil get to become the devil? Now that's pretty interesting here. How did the devil get to become the devil? Yeah. What were the underlying factors that made this devil the devil? See? See, you need to know that. You need to know what makes a person a devil. We all start off innocent. As children, we have no evil in our hearts. Then we begin to grow. We are introduced to this and that. We have this form of education. Then we go to this form of religion. Then we go to this form of social conditioning, and all of that. In the end, you who started off being innocent becomes that devil. What happened? What happened? We will tell you here in this book. Number 7. Are there degrees of devil? Are there degrees of devilhood based on the degree of their evil behaviors? See? Are there degrees? Just like you have degrees of Freemasonry, there are degrees of devilhood as well, and you need to know how these degrees of devil are determined. You need to know, and then once you know that, then you know the kinds of consequences that are there based on your degree of devilhood. This book is good. This book will be a bestseller. I'm telling you that now. You better get hold of this book, because it's meant to change your life. It's meant to point you in the direction where you can begin to make the right choices for yourself. Question number 9. We'll go 7 and then 9. You know I don't follow 7, 8. I go 7, 9. Okay. Question number 9. What are the consequences of being a devil? Yeah, that's what I was saying. What are the consequences of being a devil? And there are very serious consequences, and these consequences are measured by according to your age. How old are you? Yeah, look at people like George Bush. Look at all these guys who are committing the worst crimes on the planet. Look at them. Just look at their ages. It's really going to be wonderful, because the older they get, the more they are going to rise in that devilhood state, and so the higher the penalties they will receive in hell. The higher the penalties these people will receive in hell. So it's good to be able to work out the mathematics. Work out the math. I have a formula. There's a formula here in the book. Discover this formula. Let me go to question number 8. I go 7, 9, 8. So question number 8. Does the devil enjoy being the devil? Wonderful question there. Yes. Does the devil enjoy being the devil? Well, we want to know that too. Okay. Now question number 10. Does the devil know the consequences of being a devil? See? Does the devil know the consequences of being a devil? Question number 11. Who's winning the so-called war of good versus evil? The devil. Yeah, who is winning this war? The war on good and evil. Remember George Bush used to say, the war on terror, and if you are not with us, you are against us. So you better begin to revisit some of these sayings by some of these people, because they really break it down for you. They really give you an identity as to who they are. So here it is. That question number: who is winning the so-called war of good versus evil? The devil. Then question number 12: what strategies can good take to overcome evil? The devil. Yeah. What strategies are you taking now? You who claim to be good, what strategies are you taking now to overcome this devil evil? Yeah, what are your strategies? Do you have any strategies? Or are you just succumbing yourself to this evil devil? Are you just raising up your hands and raising up the white flag and say, I surrender, I surrender. Take me, devil. Take me to your home. Take me to your mansion. Well, if that's who you are, well, then you are going to march to hell with them too. Okay, question number 13. How do you overcome the terroristic behavior of devils? Yeah, How do you overcome the terroristic, barbaric behavior of devils? You get answers to that as well. Every question I'm asking here has some answers are pages long, so you are really going to enjoy reading this book. I assure you that. Okay, question number 14. How is it that so many devils run the world? Yeah, that's another interesting one. How is it that so many devils run the world? And here it is, all of us good people are sitting down here doing nothing about it, just letting the devil run the world. Something is wrong here. What's wrong with you? Why haven't you taken action? This is what you are going to find out. What can you do to get these devils out of the driving seat? To get these devils out of the airplane cockpit? Stop them from flying you. Stop them from driving you. Stop them from steering your ship. Okay, question number 15. What percentage of the world's population are devils? Yeah, what percentage? You need to know. Is it like 5%, 10%, 50%? Find out. You got information on this, and we tell you why we chose the percentage of the world that are devils. We'll show you how. I mean, this book is going to be really challenging, because when you begin to read this book, you are then going to communicate with me, to argue with me, to tell me, hey, Professor Momo, you are wrong here. Professor Momo, that's what I want. Because we need to come together as one people to bring more and more clarity. In that process, we are going to use mathematics. We are going to use numbers to be able to verify whatever we say. So this is not anything that we are putting together here at the Dogon to shield ourselves. We want you to look at this book and then contest every statement that we say. If you are religious and you have a problem with what we say, challenge me. If you work for the Pope and you have a problem with what we say, challenge me. That's what I'm saying. Alright, question number 16. Some devils are very good at posturing themselves, and they've perfected the art of deceit, portraying themselves as worthy members of society, honorable and sincere. When nature's time bubble emerges and their veil is removed to reveal their greed, deceit, and lack of accountability, even their own family members, relatives, and friends are shocked. What happened? You get the answer to that? What happened? Yeah, you didn't know that your husband was a devil. You didn't know that your wife was the devil. And then suddenly, everything emerges. Hey, honey, you did that? That's your life. That's what you've been doing. You'll find out. So, do you want to wait for that surprise, or do you want to discover this now? Do you want to wait until it comes, hits you right on your forehead, right in the bed, and then you say you're going to pack up and leave? No, you can do something right now to change the other person, to let the other person know that their life is not meant to go in that direction, because that's not the person you knew when you came together to live together. So now that person chose to change. What happened? You need to know that so you can help the person, because this person is looking for help. So you cannot just sit down there and pray to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ you've been praying to Jesus Christ all along, and then your partner, your spouse went away and became a devil. So what's Jesus Christ going to do now? Why didn't Jesus Christ stop this person from becoming a devil? So what are you going to do now? Come on, wake up. Alright, question number 17. What is the future of the world? Yeah, you must be concerned, because you have children. We all have children. And so if we don't care about the children, we know that we are devils then. If I don't care about my own children, about your children not doing anything, then I'm a devil. Then I'm going to go to the area that is called hell. I will be right in hell. I'm not hiding that. I will say that. And this is the reason I'm writing this book, because I want you to also become active in knowing that, in fact, if you don't take action, you are hell bound. You will go to hell, because you have failed to take action. That means you are untruthful. A truthful person will take actions. An untruthful person will not take action. Fear alone. If you are afraid, you are evil. You are a devil. See, if you are afraid of the devil, then you are the devil. So only your strength and power is going to pull you out of that fear, so that now you don't identify yourself as the devil who will end up in hell. Alright, so question number 19. Where is hell anyway? See, where is hell? Well, people tell you, oh, hell is right here, down below the earth. Well, hell, they tell you, well, what do you find in hell? You find fire in hell, right? So is there fire down on the ground? Yeah, you must be stupid to really agree to that, because do you have oxygen inside the core of the earth? If you have oxygen there, then you're going to have fire. Even the volcano that you see coming out, there's no fire down in the core of the earth. There's no fire. There's only pressure and pressure building up heat, but there's no fire there. Any geologist who tells you that there's fire down in the core of the earth, that geologist is lying. He's not qualified. The only time you see the fire coming out of the volcanic eruptions is when that thing surfaces. When it bursts through the core of the earth, all the different layers of the earth, then it mixes with oxygen, and then you have the fire, because there's a lot of hydrogen incorporated into the heat that's coming out. So that's when you have fire. All right. So now we go. Where is heaven then? That's question number 18. Where is heaven? Yeah, we'll give you the answer where heaven is. And then we tell you whether you have a God in heaven or you don't have a God in heaven. So you will know about it. So therefore, is it then worth you going to church? Is it then worth your time going to the mosque? Because when you know where heaven is, and when you know whether there's a God or no God in heaven, then you will know precisely what you must be doing, instead of going to a church every Sunday and doing nothing, and knowing nothing about accountability, and knowing nothing about responsibility, and just going along with what some guy comes and tells you, let's do this, and then you go ahead and do it. No, don't do that, and then they put fear into your head, where every time you hear all of these things from any preacher or any pope telling you don't do this, don't do that, you know that they are not qualified to talk about God. That's all I'm telling you. You have to have your freedom to do everything, and so your behavior must be a behavior of accountability. If your behavior is not accountable, then you are going to go to hell. And so you have to measure your preacher, your pastor. Is your pastor's behavior accountable? Is your imam's behavior accountable? Is the pope's behavior accountable? Is your bishop's behavior accountable? These are questions that you have to ask, and those questions have to also be applied to you. Is my own behavior accountable? Am I honest? Am I sincere? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, and then find the appropriate answer. So when you find the appropriate answers, then you know for sure that in fact you are not going to go to hell, because you are very accountable. All right. So question number 20. Will the devil ever leave hell to go to heaven? Yeah. Is it ever possible that this devil here will leave hell and then go to heaven? The answer is there. The answer is there, and that is why I'm writing this book, because this book is supposed to take away the fear, the guesswork out of what happens in the beyond. No one knows except the Dogon. I can tell you that for sure. Your pope doesn't know what happens in the beyond. Your pastor knows nothing about what happens in the beyond. Even Jesus Christ doesn't know what happens in the beyond, or Muhammad. I'm telling you that these people that you call the prophets know nothing about what happens in the beyond. Because why am I saying that? Well, the reason why I'm saying that comes with a question. What mathematical formula did Muhammad give you about how the universe was created? What mathematical formula did Muhammad give you? What mathematical formula did Jesus Christ give you? What mathematical formula did Buddha give you? What mathematical formula did Hare Krishna give you? These people don't have any formula, any creation formula. If you don't have a creation formula, who are you to tell me about hell? Who are you to tell me about heaven? You don't have a creation formula. So how can you tell me whether there's heaven or hell? And this is the question I'm asking you, where you will find this the answer to this question right in this book. I'm Professor Momo. I look forward to you ordering this book, and if you have any further questions that you want answered, I'm going to customize this book to you. So give me time, please. Give me at most 3-4 weeks. Order this book and then give me time. 3-4 weeks, you get a book. I'll work on it. Send me if you have 5-10 questions about this. You want to even ask questions about your loved one, whether your loved one is in heaven or hell, whether in fact if as long as you tell me what your loved one was doing on earth, whether they were good or evil, if they had some things that they did on the planet here that represents them as evil, that they were not totally good, I want you to tell me that and then send me the age. I will work out how many years that loved one is in pain now, because one of the things in fact that you have to understand is that there are 2 types of beings. When people die, they either become ghosts, Ghosts, or they become spirit. When people die, if I die today, I will either become a ghost or spirit. But I know for sure that when I die, I'm not going to become a ghost. I know that for sure. But I know also my father died. My father died in 1980. I know that he became a ghost. He didn't become a spirit. I know that for sure. How did I know? I know that because I kept dreaming of him and I kept seeing him in pain. Until I did something. I did something to free my father. You want to know about that? In fact, I'm writing that in this book also. How I saved my father's ghost from the pain of hell. I'm going to write that. You'll find how I freed my father. And so your own loved one who has gone and they are also in pain, you can save them as well. All of that is going to be in this book. Alright, I'm Professor Momo. Order this book now. Go to www.dogonuniversity, DOHGON and then order the book and send me questions to which you want answers. I will answer those. Like I said, I will customize the book for you. If you want, send your picture. I'll put your picture on the book. If you want, send your loved one's picture. We put your loved one's picture in the book so that you can really make it a memorable book that you will consistently read to improve yourself and to take you away from the evils of this planet. I'm Professor Momo. I look forward to hearing from you. Nama.